Hello, and welcome to Gundam Customs review of Boku no Hero Academia, Chapter 98. The chapter begins with Midoriya's mom, more or less sending Midoriya away, saying that Midoriya has to text her every time she texts him, and with this, Midoriya says he will. She says she's still sort of against this, and Midoriya's like, I know. And once they get to the school, it goes to the principal, in which he says that he kind of made the school into a boarding school for two reasons. One was to protect the children, but the more important one was more or less to find out who, out of the staff and the students, is a spy. Now, with this, we've heard them say there could be a spy among them a couple of times, but not at this point have we gotten a clear thing saying there's got to be a spy among them. Now, with this, it gives me some ideas of who some of the spies could be. For the teachers, I think maybe Class 2A's teacher. Just saying, Blood King sounds like a teacher who needs to be kept an eye on. Or heck, even Aizawa Sensei. But that would be really big twist of fate, but I highly doubt that because why would he have Nomu beat his face into the freaking ground? But that could be a ploy. I guess that could be a ploy. But with this, there's also the students, in which I think maybe Ojiro, aka the guy with the tail, or Kirishima. I know I've had a video out saying he's my favorite character and I love his character, but with this, it actually also gives you that kind of doubt of a lot of characters. And since I have been a fan of Kirishima's, it kind of sets a shadow on that as well. Now, don't get me wrong, if he turns evil, he'll still be my favorite freaking character. But I just hope he turns back to good quickly in that case. But with this going on, we actually get to the dorm itself for Class 1A, because it isn't just Class 1A, 1B anymore. As we see, there's multiple different buildings. So that means the entire school is going to be at their school to be protected. Though I really don't know why most of the other classes are in there, because Tomura would most likely aim towards the people he's already aimed towards, which is Class 1A and Class 1B. So with this, I actually am more skeptical on those parts, but I guess if you do it for one person, you have to do it for all of them, I guess. But with this, we get to the front of the dorm. Aizawa Sensei stops in front of him, says, "It's glad to see that you're all here safe and sound." And then Asui and Uraraka both mention that they're glad to see Aizawa Sensei back as well after being smashed in the face by Nomu, and the whole thing with Dabi, and all these things that have happened to Aizawa Sensei, and they're glad he's there too. And then he gets into a darker, more serious conversation, saying, for the five of you who, he mentions that they were supposed to get their permits after the training camp, and they didn't actually get their permits yet, and five of them acted like they did, and it was practically Kirishima, Izuku, Ida, Momo, and Todoroki. And with this, we actually have him say that he would, if it was up to him, and if All Might and other people weren't already down, he would have expelled all of them. And he also says he would have expelled everyone who knew about that, which was everyone but Bakugo, Kyoka, and the Invisible Girl. I think it's Hakagari, or I should probably put it in the description below though. With this, we find out that though All Might and these other guys were injured, he's not going to expel them, but they are still going to most likely get some kind of punishment. He also says that the kids should do their rooms because all the luggage is there, and they should more or less relax for this first day while they'll go over what's going to be happening over the next day. So with this, it goes straight to night. And oh wait, actually with this, there's a moment where everyone's kind of gloomy because like everyone was almost about to get expelled if it wasn't for All Might losing his powers and everyone else being kind of down. So with this, you also have like all of them being sad and depressed, and Aizawa's like, go in there with a smile on your face. After what he just said, I don't think a lot of people would immediately be like, okay, yeah, let's do this. But with this, you see Bakugo looking at both Kaminari and Kirishima, in which you actually see that Bakugo just drags Kaminari off screen and it's like makes him uses electricity, in which he actually shorts out and does the yeah, with that you actually have him do that, which makes a lot of the students laugh. And with this, Bakugo takes Kirishima aside and gives him money because of the camera he was using or he sold the camera to help save Bakugo. And with this, Bakugo somehow found out and gave him money for it. Yeah. I really forget what he sold it for. That's why I'm giving you such a vague answer. I know I'm stupid, but I'm sorry. I have some memory loss sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. But with this, we actually go to the dorms in which it's nighttime now. Or no, the dorms in which Aizawa-sensei says that there is 3 floors for the students' rooms. There's the bottom floor, which is common ground, which is where the what am I trying to say? Where the bathrooms, showers, and like laundry areas are. Now he also says there's a men and females version of each of these, which makes sense because you don't want a guy going into the females or going into the same laundry room and taking some girl's pants. Now with this, we actually have Mineta, who was sketchy. He's really sketchy, especially when it comes down to girls. He's really, really perverted / sketchy. So, you know, keep an eye out, girls. But with this, Uraraka and Mina, the girl who's like an alien-looking girl, I really don't know what to describe her as, except for a girl with an afro-ish like hair and kind of like antennae. So like alien girl. That's all I can really say. And her name is Alien Queen. So her superhero name. So I'm going with it. But with this, the two of them actually mention that they should have a competition to see whose room's the best. And Midoriya's like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And they go into his room to find out All Might. Yes, All Might's power. Yeah, Midoriya is a big, big fan of All Might, as we all know. But his room is just nothing but All Might. But with this, actually, we also see other characters' rooms. We see Tokoyomi's room, which is more of like what you would think some cultist would have in their room. It's all black. It has a skull with a light in it. It has some black robes, some skulls, some swords, some shields, random stuff that looks more or less like a cultist would have. And you have sometimes where, like, Kirishima mentioned that he had one of these key holders, which looked like a cross or a sword. Now, with this, you also go to Ojiro's room, who you actually find out he has more of a plain room. Yeah, his room's really kind of plain. Which is another reason why I think he could be the the spy. We also have Kaminari's room where he has like practically he pushed everything he could find of like value into his room, which they mentioned that it's quite gaudy to have. And then you go to Ayama's room, or Ayama's or Aoyama or Oyama, the guy with the laser belt. But with that, you actually go to his room, in which it's more or less like disco balls, weird things that more or less resemble him, a knight's armor. That's the coolest part of his room, though. I like knights, I'm sorry. But his armor is really, really cool. But with this, Mina actually says that, she actually likes or no, she doesn't like it. She expected his room to be like that. And that's actually kind of funny, because that means she must know his personality so well to actually guess that and be correct. Now, with this, we also go to, let me double check his name. We go to Ida's room actually as well, in which we actually find out that, Ida has his room with a whole bunch of books and a lot of replacement classes. Yeah. And you also have the fact that the girls didn't go to Mineta's room because of the fact that Mineta's kind of a perv, and he's like, come into my room, come into my room, come into my room. Yeah, he's kind of creepy. And I'm sorry if I creeped you guys out with that, but then we actually go to Koto's room, in which his room's more of a normal-ish room, not plain, but normal. He has a stuffy on his bed, he has some blankets, some stuff, and then he also has a bunny. Now, some of the guys are like, Kota, you're cheating, you have a bunny. And the girls are just over with the bunny, and you actually realize that Uraraka and Mina both actually have Ida's glasses on. I know it doesn't seem as funny, but it's really funny to me because they both have his glasses on. So they just both were like, boop. But with this, we actually have the guys kind of being more like, this is really, I feel unsatisfied. People are kind of barging into my room and doing this stuff. I could see Tokoyomi's part because he kind of blocked his room, but everyone else kind of more or less was like, sure, look at my room. Or at least that's where it led to believe. Now with this, you actually have Mineta say, we shouldn't be the only ones who get our rooms looked at. You guys should have your rooms looked at by us. And Mina actually, like, full-heartedly, it's like, yeah, let's have a class, like, interior design contest. Yeah! I kind of like her personality more and less now. It's weird because it was kind of off-putting at first when you kind of have her, like, being so cheery and all this, but later on it grows on you. I don't know, it just grows on me. But, with this, it has Midoriya kind of saying, is this okay? Is this okay? Mainly, I don't know 100% what he'd be doing with this because of the fact that, like, he could be saying he kind of wants to see Uraraka's room, but he doesn't because, like, he really likes Uraraka. And then same with Asui. Well, I don't know about Asui, but, then you have Mineta, who's more or less like, girls. And really, I really am bad at doing his impression. I'm really sorry, guys. But with this, it ends the chapter off there. So next chapter, I think it's going to be more or less more of the room stuff. So they're going to quickly go through like Kiroshima's, Shoji's, Todoroki's, Bakugo's, and I forget who the sugar guy is. I know his name's like Sugar Man for a superhero name, and his ability allows him to do stuff with sugar, making him stronger but dumber. But I probably am putting it in the video as well. But with this, we actually have the chapter end. It also has like all the girls' rooms, which I guess some of it represents each personality. I kind of really want to see Kirishima's room. If it's a normal, plain room like Ojiro, I'm gonna be sad and be like, oh no, is Kirishima the bad guy? No! Because I don't want him to be the snitch. Unless he turns like into a full-on bad guy and just starts beating everyone down, and then like, Bakugo is like, stop it, Kirishima! Punch right in the face and be like, ow, man. Friendship power. Yeah, I know that's stupid, but like, something to that point without like the whole friendship power saying from Bakugo, because I highly doubt Bakugo would say that. He'd be like, snap out of it! Now! Get back to school with us! More or less because Bakugo and Kirishima are more or less good friends, and if Kirishima turned evil, that would play a good part in this story, because Bakugo, so far that I know of, his only friend in this school is Kirishima. You have his rivals, which is Todoroki and Midoriya. Then you also have people who would help him, such as Ida and Momo. And then you also have Uraraka, who kind of more or less respects him, and vice versa. But with this, I actually want to know what you guys thought of this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia. Give me a like if you liked it, give me a dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you want, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya. Dun 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 dun.